This video brought to you by Warheart, the final novel of Richard and Caitlin begun in the Omen Machine after the Sword of Truth series. For the record, we love Hearthstone. It's a fantastic game, brilliantly designed, and provides the perfect balance of being easy to learn, but tough to master, and it keeps us coming back for more. However, it's capable of being painfully frustrating, horrendously annoying, and just plain depressing sometimes. Here are 5 things that most Hearthstone players hate. RNGesus. Okay, so you won't always hate him, but sometimes the random nature of Hearthstone can drive you nuts. Be it a Ragnaros killing you even though you have a board full of minions, or a Mad Bomber missing everything you want him to hit. RNGesus can be a cruel god. And don't forget, for every time he blesses you with that perfect roll of the dice, your opponent is on the other end of his will, and probably drafting up an angry Reddit post in their head about how Hearthstone is all about luck. Cookie cutter decks. This is something that gets worse the more time you spend playing. When you start out, everything's nice and light. You're playing around with cards as you unlock them, making up your own decks and messing around, being very casual. Then you enter the ranked ladder and things begin to change. Suddenly you find yourself losing to the same decks over and over, and your deck just can't seem to do anything against them, so you turn to Hearthstone and discover net decking. Then, before you know it, you're a face hunter. Notification OCD. Maybe this one's just me, but after opening some packs and getting some new cards, I have to go to my collection manager and clear all those little notifications at the top of the window. It's certainly not the worst thing in the world, but does anybody else feel the irrational or overwhelming need to do this? Other players. Hearthstone went a very long way to reduce the impact other players have on your experience, but this is still the internet and people are still annoying. Be it emote spamming that you need to squelch, or slow players who let the rope burn every turn. It's amazing the amount of effort people will put in to annoy someone in a fairly anonymous and casual experience. Worst of all, these players are those who send you friend requests after a match to throw some poorly written abuse at you through the internet. It's not so much these actions in themselves that are so horrendous. It's more the knowledge that you're sharing the world with these people. And perhaps one of the biggest things we hate about Hearthstone, it can be so addictive. Like we said, we love Hearthstone, but once it gets your claws in you, it's pretty hard to drag yourself away sometimes. The whole one more rank before I go to bed quickly turns into passing out at your desk at 4 in the morning. Every time you have a spare 15 minutes, you're loading it up. And things have gotten even more grim with its mobile and tablet releases, meaning you're never too far away from the end. To make matters worse, you start pushing it onto your friends and your work colleagues just to have someone to share the addiction with. Seriously, this game has probably ended some marriages. So yeah, the thing we hate most about Hearthstone is it's just too good. But what enrages you? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, enjoy the game.